Oh my god! Oh
Get the fuck out, bro. Holy man, I'm getting the fuck out.
Let's go!
Who's ready to win a couple $1 million with just a click of a button? Well, that's what all these gambling streamers and influencers are making it seem like. You see all these videos of people winning all this money online, and it's weird to think because in the grand scheme of everything, you always hear these stories of people losing it all in the casinos and walking out with nothing. So to hear all these stories of people making all this money over and over and over on these online casinos, something's gotta be up. Even the certified lover boy, the sixth god, the king of the north, Drake, is putting down tens of millions of dollars into these online casinos, and he's making even more back instead of making good albums. Now, I can only imagine how much these casinos are throwing at him for promoting them online. And why does it seem like every professional Twitch streamer went from games to now streaming crypto casinos? And on top of that, how do they keep winning hundreds of thousands of dollars each time they play? And if that's the truth, why are these casinos not going broke in just a couple of days? So what's the catch? Now, there's tons of different crypto casinos that are making news all over the internet, but the two big ones are Roobet, and the king of all kings of online crypto casinos is Stake.com. So I went to Stake.com to see what all the buzz was about, and to my surprise, it wasn't even available in the United States to use. So I did some digging, and I found out that there's tons of different online casinos, and they're all based out of Curacao. And I looked even further, and it showed that it's super easy to get a gambling license in this country. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Well, make sure to stick to the end of this video to see why all these streamers and influencers are making tons of money and seem to have the luck of the Irish when they're gambling, and why it might not actually all come from luck. Well, welcome back to every edition of the video where it's the best entrepreneurial, finance, news, and lifestyle content you're gonna find on the entire platform. We just hit 60,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, do whatever you gotta do to stay updated with the channel, because we are on the road to 100,000 subscribers. But let's get right into the video. Now I want to break down all these crypto casinos that seem to have been popping up all over the internet for the past year to year and a half, and why it seems like every professional streamer has switched over to gambling content. First of all, I want to break down what online casinos are and how these people are making all this money to spend on Teslas to line Elon Musk's pockets. One of the most popular games is this game called Crash. So I'm even guilty to say I got roped into this in 2020 when I tried it after seeing it all over social media, especially with Aiden Ross when he was doing the Twitch streams. And surprise, surprise, I lost all my money when I played this game. But that first didn't come from a bunch of money that I made initially. So what happens is you start with this multiplier that starts at 0 and it goes all the way up and the rocket ship follows it. So you bet some sort of amount. I remember I bet like $20 in one game, and you would follow the multiplier up and it would go to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. It could randomly crash at any moment, and you want to pull out before the crash so you can make your money. More often than not, it would crash before everyone was able to pull out their money, and everyone would lose everything. And it could randomly crash at any time. It was gambling to a T. There was no strategy to it, and people were trying to make strategies, but there was nothing there. I don't condone gambling in any form, but I have to admit there was a crazy adrenaline rush when I was doing it, like eating a good burger at a restaurant, or hitting a PR at a gym, or petting a golden retriever. Now what really sussed me out is sometimes it would go up as high as 10,000x, but the only times that would happen is when one specific person would keep figuring out that multiplier every single time, or when it would do it is when everyone already pulled their money out. So it would just run on forever and kind of show people what could have been, I think psychologically, to rope them back into playing the game another round again and potentially holding in longer to try and make more money from these people. There's also other games like a diamond search where you have to click around these different squares, and you have to try not to click on the diamond where it would end your game. And what you want to do is each time you would click, you would make more money when you clicked around the diamond, but if you clicked on the diamond, it would explode, and then your game would be over and you'd lose any money that you bet on that. But the one game where it seems like everyone is making the most of their money is just a regular slot game. And these people, when I'm talking about a lot of money, it is a lot of money, like tens of millions of dollars potentially. I remember I sat down and watched Steve do it gamble one time, and there was this multiplier that went on for literally 15 minutes, and he won like $850,000 off of one slot pool of like $20. It was absolutely insane. It's crazy to see these people making millions of dollars off of single spins, but everyone should be able to do this then, right? Now, when you're gambling, there's a chemical that's released in the brain, which is the body's feel-good response. And this can come from the social atmosphere of gambling, the adrenaline that comes from it, and the ability to make a ton of money while you're sitting down at either the table or in the online casino. And the crazy thing is, you would think that this would only happen when you win, but it happens just as much, if not more, when you lose in gambling. When some people are able to walk away after losing a bunch of money when they gamble, there's others that end up getting stuck down the rabbit hole and losing tons and tons of money. Now, there's also something called the illusion of control, where a person who's gambling thinks that they can control something that's uncontrollable. So unless you're a Jedi or Professor X, there's no way you're gonna be able to predict what's gonna happen next in the casino. Now, what's crazy is these influencers are getting paid an insane amount of money, like so much money that they're able to buy almost a day. I'm not here to judge, I respect the hustle, but there's so many people that they have promoting this now. It's absolutely insane. Like Drake, Aiden Ross, the Nelk Boy, specifically Steve Will Do It, Mike Tyson, Zlatan. I think Drake is partnered like with the entire site of Stake. When you go to stake.com, it just puts Drake's face everywhere. It got leaked last year that Aiden Ross was getting paid by Roobet $2 million a month or $335,000 a week in Ethereum. There's also a video of the Nelk Boys. They literally just posted like 2 days ago of them at a bar doing slots in a real bar, and they won $146,000 off a single spin. And then you have Drake going to the virtual roulette table, winning $10 million, and tons of other streamers pulling huge sums of money, like $3, $4, $5, $6, $7 million in a single hand or pool or whatever it may be in these virtual casinos. Now we know that some of these influencers are getting paid a ton of money, but how are these casinos able to pay them so much and keep their attention span going in these online casinos? I think the whole point that these casinos are sustainable in the first place is because they have these influencers promoting for them. These people have so much influence that they have on other people, and the sad truth is everybody has a price. Now, off these different gambling streams where people are making tons of money, it creates a fallacy that every single person who participates in the casino is going to make a ton of money. So this is where it gets crazy. They're pretty much screwing over every single viewer that's watching and then decides to go into the casino and bet for themselves. Because after doing some digging, it seems that the streamers get a certain percentage of the losses of the people that sign up using their code. So say hypothetically, a streamer has a code that once people sign up, they get free $50. And when they lose that $50, they say, oh, it's not a big deal. I didn't lose any money because it was free. They put in another $50. And they end up losing that $50 too. And the streamer or the influencer, whoever's promoting it, gets a percentage of that $100 that the person lost in the casino. Say someone's streaming to 5,000 people and they get 5%, that's $50,000 a day that they'd be making based off the people losing the money in these online casinos. So what's crazy is Gideon was just on the Impulsive podcast, and he said that there were a bunch of kids watching Aiden Ross's stream telling him how to bet. And the sad part about this is these kids are probably going into these online casinos and betting their own money, expecting the same return as all these Twitch streamers. Now, my thought is that the money that a lot of these influencers are winning isn't even going to stay with them. It goes back, and they get a percentage of the money that they're winning and streaming for. I even think that some of these websites are going as far to tweak the algorithm to show that they're going to be winning on a more consistent basis than other people and in greater amounts. I think this is a marketing tactic they use to drive more traffic to their page and make more money through the people that are watching the streamers.
Money, 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 money.
Now, I could be completely wrong with this, but I don't think you have to be a genius to figure out what's going on with it. And I think the government's going to start cracking down on these online casinos and all the people that are participating in them. This kind of seems similar to those crypto rug pulls that were happening a couple months ago, almost every single day. And in addition to that, this kind of seems a lot like the situation with Jordan Belfort in the sense that he would tell people that they were these great companies and all this great stuff, and they were buying into pretty much worthless companies. This could be the same sense in that fallacy that I talked about earlier, where they tell them they could potentially win a ton of money or show them that they could potentially win a ton of money by doing these streams. And then these people are going and putting their own money on the line for these casinos where essentially they know they're going to lose it. And the other thing is, I don't think that all these casinos and rug pool people are going to get movies made about them. Well, thank you guys so much for staying till the end of the video. And if this video gets 100,000 views, I'm going to give $500 away to someone in the comments who's also my Discord, which is linked in my bio, linked to this video, pretty much linked all over my channel along with my Instagram. So if you're interested in the content that I'm putting out, make sure to go check this out as well. Now, if you guys are interested in more news, entrepreneurial, lifestyle, and finance content from the best YouTube channel on the platform, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, do whatever you guys have to do to stay up there with the channel, because we're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. I want to put a quote at the end of all my videos, so a little bit of brain food for today is work as hard as you can today so people will look at you tomorrow and wish they did. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.